I'm James Patterson. Tonight's topic is survival, and as humans, I think we're all thinking about survival, human survival this year. But tonight, let's think about the survival of species of animals around the world. And you're going to see a terrific film about our zoo. And at the end of it, I hope you'll be more stimulated than ever to help. Such a worthy cause. Our planet is home to millions and millions of living species, but many are on the verge of disappearing forever.
Species are going extinct about 1,000 times faster than they should.
Florida is home to some of the rarest creatures in the world and one of the most endangered, the Florida panther. There were once thousands of panthers roaming the southern states. Today, there are only 165 left in the wild. 34 were killed in 2016 by cars. Often those killed are mothers whose babies cannot survive on their own. In the fall of 2015, an orphaned panther kitten was rescued and brought to the Naples Zoo for care.
She actually survived a month on her own before she was actually rescued. Her other siblings did not survive.
Once she was healthy enough to travel, the Palm Beach Zoo and Conservation Society offered her a permanent home. When she arrived, the expert veterinarian staff worked hard to nurse her back to health.
So when Sassy, or Sassafras, arrived, she was very timid. She was in a new environment. You know, like most animals, it takes them a little bit to acclimate. Being a wild animal, she did have intestinal parasites, which obviously were not helping her to gain weight. But after just a few weeks with a couple of the keepers and our associate curator interacting with her, she became very animated.
Nancy Nill was one of the first zookeepers to meet Sassy.
I was actually there to pick her up from Naples, so I saw her at Naples. I was one of the first ones to build a trust with her because she was timid, obviously coming from the wild.
Once she was healthy, Sassy was introduced to a brand new home, new to her and to the zoo. Thanks to the generosity of zoo supporters, Sassy joined the resident cougar, Miko, in a new exhibit designed perfectly for cats called the Panther Prowl.
We are very excited with our new Panther exhibit. From the start to the finish, keepers, management, and all our maintenance were involved in building it. We also expanded it by 4 times. It's up higher so they can exhibit natural behavior such as climbing, jumping, so it's great for our animals.
Not only did the zoo provide brand new homes for the big cats, but a few of their other beloved animals will also enjoy new exhibits. Marty is a rare white alligator who would not be able to survive in the wild due to his pale skin color. He has been at the zoo since 2007.
Marty is one of a kind. He's an incredible animal. He is my favorite animal on site. I like to think that he knows exactly who I am and that I have good things for him. He's been in an exhibit that's kind of been falling apart lately, but with some wonderful donors, we've been able to give him this incredible house. My heart swells with pride and happiness that he's able to live out his days here at the zoo in this incredible place.
The zoo prides itself on its caring staff.
I love my job. Working here at the zoo, I love interacting with our keepers and our curatorial staff and our vets. We just all have a really close relationship and it's just a fun environment to come to.
I want the best care for these animals, and if the animals are cared for and the keepers are happy, then your guests are happy, and then you have more people coming to the zoo, which is what we need to keep moving forward.
Guests at the Palm Beach Zoo enjoy many different animals from around the world, some that you don't expect to see in Florida.
Our zoo is very different because we're not bringing animals in just because we want these types of animals for our guests. We will bring animals in even if they're not on our plan to house them here, but it's because it's the right thing to do because they need a forever home. So that's how sometimes we get animals in our collection that we really weren't expecting, like grizzly cubs. We weren't expecting that, but here they are.
The rescued grizzly cubs from Yellowstone National Park came here in 2016 for a temporary stay. They have clearly settled in.
They are so fun. They bounce around like they're little kids and they have a blast. They love to get into trouble. So they're an absolute delight that they're here.
Our staff cares for almost 600 animals. Some are rare, some are rescued, and many are critically endangered. The zoo plays an important role in helping save species on the brink of extinction.
And this zoo has a lot of conservation success stories. It has the Bali myna, a gorgeous black and white bird that was on the very brink of extinction. It has the golden lion tamarin, a charismatic little monkey that was once down to a few hundred individuals. Bred, put back into the wild, there are now nearly 3,000 of them.
The golden lion tamarin, a native of Brazil, almost disappeared completely due to deforestation and habitat loss, a common threat to many animals.
Species become extinct for a variety of reasons, but by far the most important one is that we destroy the homes of the species. We destroy the forest, we destroy coral reefs, we destroy savannas, and we just reduce species ranges to a tiny fragment of what they were naturally.
Protecting the ranges of animals is one solution for protecting the species. It could be the answer to the Florida panther's dire situation.
We've got a magnificent predator in Florida, the Florida panther. For the Florida panther to thrive and to expand, we need biological corridors for it too. We need to work out ways for the panther to move from one patch of forest and swamp to other areas as well.
Carlton Ward, a zoo conservation partner, founded the Florida Wildlife Corridor campaign to inspire protection of undeveloped public and private lands that wind through the middle of our state. If these wildlife corridors disappear, so will the panthers that rely on them. Conservation efforts like Ward's show that with hard work and dedication, there's hope for species survival.
I am the purveyor of the bad news, but I'm also the person who speaks out and says, we can do this. We can prevent that from happening. We can slow the extinction rate.
But only with the generous support of others can the zoo continue to expand its mission to protect wildlife.
We can make a difference. We just need to get out there and connect with people and get them to understand why these animals and why our environment is so important, so they want to make that change. But we definitely have the power to make the change. We just need to get that passion into everybody so then they want to make that difference.
We can look at these species and begin to think, what's it going to take for us to ensure that our children and our grandchildren can see them here in the zoo, but most importantly, see them in the wild as well.
When you can't find the light that guides you through a cloudy day, when the stars ain't shining bright, it feels like you lost your